Every morning, before the world has a chance to influence you, there is one person standing in your way. They know your weaknesses, your deepest insecurities, and every excuse you've ever made. That person isn't your boss, your competition, or the world itself. That person is you. On one side is the version of you that craves comfort, the one that procrastinates, makes excuses, and settles for mediocrity. On the other side is the version of you that is disciplined, resilient, and unwilling to accept anything less than excellence. And every single day, these two versions of you go to war. The only question that matters is, which one will win today? Because the outcome of this battle doesn't just shape your day, it shapes your entire future. Let's be clear about something. No one is coming to rescue you. The world does not owe you success, happiness, or fulfillment. No one is going to hand you your dreams, and waiting for the perfect opportunity is nothing more than a waste of time. The truth is, most people spend their lives looking for an easy path, a secret formula, or a stroke of luck that will change everything. But those who truly succeed understand a simple principle. Everything you want is earned through effort, discipline, and persistence. You will face obstacles. You will experience setbacks. And yes, life will be unfair at times, but none of that changes the fact that your greatest enemy isn't external, it's internal. It's your hesitation, your lack of discipline, your addiction to comfort. The day you stop blaming circumstances and take full ownership of your life is the day everything begins to change. You already have everything you need to succeed. The strength, the intelligence, the ability, it's all within you. But potential means nothing if you don't use it. Talent is wasted every single day by those who refuse to take action. The difference between those who achieve greatness and those who remain stuck in mediocrity is not luck, privilege, or raw talent. It's mindset. It's the relentless refusal to accept anything less than their best. It's the decision made every single day to push through resistance, embrace discomfort, and take control of their own destiny. And if you're not willing to do that, then be honest with yourself. Are you really serious about your goals? Or do you just like the idea of success more than the reality of what it takes? Because at the end of the day, this is not a battle between you and the world. It's not about proving something to others. It's not about waiting for validation, permission, or the right conditions. This is a battle between you and the weaker version of yourself. The one that clings to old habits, that resists change, that fears failure more than it desires success. And if you let that version win, day after day, then don't be surprised when your life looks exactly the same 5 years from now. But if you choose to fight, if you choose to step up and demand more from yourself, then there is no limit to what you can achieve. The only thing standing between you and the life you want is the person you see in the mirror. And the choice is yours. Who will you become? The truth is, the only real obstacle between you and the life you want is the version of you that settles. It's not your past, your circumstances, or the people around you. It's the part of you that justifies taking shortcuts, that tells you, I'll start next week, that prioritizes comfort over progress. The version of you that would rather scroll endlessly on your phone than invest in personal growth. If you want to create a life of purpose, discipline, and success, you have to go to war with that version of yourself. You have to challenge your own excuses, push through resistance, and refuse to be controlled by the habits that have held you back for so long. This isn't a one-time fight. It's not a battle you win in a single moment of motivation. It's a daily war, a choice you must make over and over again. The key isn't to be perfect. The key is to be consistent. Real transformation doesn't happen in a flash of inspiration. It doesn't come from a dramatic life change, a sudden stroke of luck, or an external breakthrough. It happens in the quiet, unglamorous decisions you make every single day. It's the moment you push yourself out of bed when your mind begs for more sleep. It's the split-second decision to reject unhealthy habits and make a better choice. It's the discipline to spend an hour developing a new skill instead of wasting time on distractions. These choices seem small, almost meaningless in isolation. but they are everything. Each one reinforces who you are becoming. Each one builds mental toughness. Each one compounds, turning effort into momentum, momentum into discipline, and discipline into transformation. And one day, without even realizing it, you will have become the person you once wished to be. That's why you cannot wait for the right time to start. You cannot wait for motivation to strike. You cannot wait until circumstances are perfect. If you're always waiting, you'll always be stuck. The only way to change is to act, today, right now. Make a single better decision. Then do it again tomorrow, and again the next day. Before long, you'll look back and be amazed at how much has changed. Not because of one massive effort, but because of the small, consistent victories that built an unstoppable force within you. You don't need permission. You don't need perfect conditions. You just need to start. Most people avoid growth because it's uncomfortable, it's painful. It forces you to confront your weaknesses, your fears, and the truth about your own limitations. That's why people quit the gym, because it's easier to stay home. That's why people stay in unfulfilling jobs, because it's safer than stepping into the unknown. That's why people abandon their dreams, because chasing them means risking failure, rejection, and struggle. Growth is messy, it's frustrating. It demands more from you than you feel ready to give. And that's exactly why so many people never reach their full potential. But if you want more out of life, you have to be different. You have to embrace the discomfort. You have to do the hard things, because on the other side of that struggle is the person you were always meant to become. But discomfort is not your enemy. It's the gateway to transformation. Every time you push through a grueling workout, tackle a difficult task, or engage in an uncomfortable conversation, you're proving to yourself that you can endure more than you once believed. Growth isn't found in moments of ease. It's forged in the struggle, in the resistance, in the moments when you want to quit, but choose to push forward instead. The people who achieve their goals aren't the ones who avoid discomfort. They're the ones who embrace it. They lean into the pain, the uncertainty, the challenge, because they know that's where real progress is made. Every moment of discomfort is an opportunity to build resilience, to sharpen your discipline, to step closer to the life you desire. So don't run from it. Face it head on, knowing that on the other side of that struggle is everything you've been chasing. Think about all the times you've said, "I'll start tomorrow." How many dreams have you put on pause, waiting for the right circumstances, the right timing, the right mindset? Here's the truth most people don't want to hear. Someday is a mirage. It doesn't exist. It's an illusion we create to justify inaction, to make ourselves feel better about delaying what we know we should do. If you keep waiting for the perfect moment, you will wait forever. There will always be a reason to postpone, always an excuse to lean on, always something standing in the way. But time doesn't wait for you. And if you let too many tomorrows slip away, one day you'll wake up and realize you've run out of them. The only time you truly own is now, not next week, not when life gets easier, not when you feel ready. Right now. So stop waiting, stop overthinking, start moving, because every day you delay is a day you'll never get back. Momentum is one of the most powerful forces you can harness. When you take action, even in the smallest ways, you set off a chain reaction that makes the next step easier, then the next, and the next. One workout turns into a fitness habit. One productive hour turns into a disciplined work ethic. One bold decision turns into a lifestyle of courage. But momentum isn't just positive. It can work against you too. The longer you stay stagnant, the harder it is to break free. The more you indulge in bad habits, the stronger their grip becomes. The more you procrastinate, the heavier your dreams start to feel. Every single day, you're either building momentum toward success or toward regret. The choice is yours. Do you want to be someone who takes control, who builds unstoppable momentum toward their goals? Or do you want to be someone who drifts, who lets time slip through their fingers? Start small if you have to, but start today. One action, one choice, one step. Just move forward. There is no one-size-fits-all blueprint for success. What worked for someone else may not work for you, and that's okay. Your journey is yours alone. It's as unique as your fingerprint, and no one else can walk it for you. The worst thing you can do is measure your progress against someone else's timeline. Stop comparing your chapter 1 to someone else's chapter 20. Stop looking sideways at what others are doing and focus on your own path. The only competition that matters is between you and the person you were yesterday. Are you improving? Are you pushing yourself? Are you growing? That's the only metric that counts. Your success isn't defined by how fast you get there. It's defined by the fact that you refuse to quit. Keep your eyes on your own journey and keep moving forward, one step at a time. Growth isn't about outshining others. It's about becoming the best version of yourself. True success isn't measured by how you compare to someone else. It's defined by how aligned you are with your own goals and values. So ask yourself, what does success truly mean to you? Is it financial freedom? The ability to create without limits? Making a lasting impact on the lives of others? Once you find your answer, commit to your own path, no matter how different it looks from anyone else's. And don't be afraid to stumble, to take detours, to make mistakes. Progress isn't about never falling. It's about always getting back up. What truly separates achievers from dreamers isn't talent, luck, or intelligence. It's consistency. The simple act of showing up day after day, even when it's hard, is what turns goals into realities. There will be days when exhaustion kicks in, when doubt whispers in your ear, when quitting feels easier than pushing forward. Show up anyway. There will be days when you don't feel motivated, when your progress feels slow, when the path ahead looks uncertain. Show up anyway. Because every time you do, you're proving to yourself that you can be counted on, that your word means something, that you have the discipline to follow through, even on your worst days. And when progress feels agonizingly slow, when the finish line seems impossibly distant, remember this: just showing up is a victory. Keep showing up, and success will take care of itself. Having role models is powerful. Seeing people who've accomplished what you aspire to can remind you of what's possible. But the most powerful motivation? It comes from within. Every time you push through fear, overcome a challenge, or achieve something you once thought impossible, you're building undeniable proof of your own strength. Think back to a moment when you felt unstoppable, when you crushed a fitness goal, aced a test, or accomplished something that once seemed out of reach. Those moments are fuel. They are reminders of what you're capable of. The more you prove yourself to yourself, the more unstoppable you become. Don't just look for inspiration, be it. Be the person who shows up so consistently, so relentlessly, that others can't help but be inspired by your discipline, your commitment, your unwavering belief in yourself. And above all, never underestimate the power of gratitude. Gratitude shifts your mindset from scarcity to abundance. It pulls your focus away from what you lack and reminds you of what you already have. When you cultivate gratitude, you rewire your brain to see opportunities instead of obstacles, growth instead of failure, abundance instead of limitation. Gratitude is more than just an attitude. It's a strategy, a weapon against negativity, a foundation for resilience. Because when you appreciate what you have, you operate from a place of strength, not fear. And from that place, you become unstoppable. Gratitude isn't just about feeling good, it's about fueling action. When you're grateful for the opportunities you have, you're more likely to seize them. When you're grateful for the lessons failure teaches, you're more likely to keep pushing forward. Gratitude keeps you grounded, motivated, and resilient. It's a mindset that transforms obstacles into stepping stones and setbacks into growth opportunities. Start a daily gratitude practice. Each morning, write down 3 things you're grateful for. They don't have to be life-changing. Something as simple as a sunny day, a supportive friend, or the chance to try again is enough. Over time, This simple habit rewires your brain to focus on abundance rather than limitations. Gratitude doesn't just change your perspective, it changes your life. Everyone hits plateaus in their journey. It's that frustrating stage where you're putting in the work, but the results aren't showing. It's tempting to quit, but plateaus are where real growth happens. A plateau isn't a dead end. It's a test of your perseverance. It's a chance to prove to yourself that you're willing to push harder, dig deeper, and keep going even when progress seems invisible. When you hit a plateau, don't get discouraged, get curious. Ask yourself, what can I do differently? What's holding me back? What new strategies can I try? And most importantly, remind yourself that even if you can't see growth yet, it's happening. The work you're putting in now is laying the foundation for your next breakthrough. Keep going. Fear is one of the most powerful forces in life. It can either paralyze you, keeping you stuck, or propel you forward, pushing you to grow. The difference lies in how you respond to it. Most fears are rooted in uncertainty. What if I fail? What if I'm not good enough? What if I lose everything? But here's the truth. Fear is a liar. It exaggerates the risks and minimizes your potential. It tells you to play small, stay safe, and avoid discomfort. The only way to overcome fear is to face it. Take the first step, even if your hands are shaking. Lean into the discomfort, even if it feels overwhelming. Because every time you confront your fears, you weaken their grip on you. And with each small victory, you become braver, stronger, and more unstoppable. Complacency is the silent killer of progress. The moment you start coasting, the moment you stop striving, is the moment you stop growing. To keep proving yourself, you must stay hungry. Hunger for growth doesn't mean dissatisfaction. It doesn't mean you can't celebrate your successes or enjoy the journey. It means refusing to settle. It means continually seeking the next challenge, the next goal, the next level. Hunger comes from understanding that there's always more to learn, more to achieve, and more to give. No matter how far you've come, you've only scratched the surface of your potential. Stay hungry, stay relentless. Because when you do, the best is always yet to come. At the end of your life, what will you leave behind? What memories will others carry of you? What impact will remain long after you're gone? Your legacy is not defined by wealth, fame, or accolades. It is defined by the way you influence the lives of others, the values you uphold, and the example you set through your actions. Every decision you make, no matter how small, contributes to the story that will be told about you. It is in the quiet moments, when no one is watching, that your true character is forged. The way you push forward despite obstacles, the way you stand firm in your beliefs, and the way you rise after every fall. These are the things that will define the imprint you leave on the world. When you push yourself to grow, you do more than just transform your own life. You inspire those around you. Your actions create a ripple effect, proving to others that growth, resilience, and greatness are possible. Think of the people who look up to you. Friends, family, colleagues. They are watching, learning, and internalizing the lessons you demonstrate through your determination. Every challenge you overcome becomes a silent encouragement for someone else to do the same. Your ability to rise above difficulties becomes proof that they too can rise. Your commitment to growth is not just a personal journey. It is a gift to those around you, shaping their beliefs about what is possible. Every day, you stand at a crossroads. You can choose to stay the same, bound by fear and hesitation, or you can choose to step forward, despite the uncertainty, and move toward your potential. The choice is always yours, to settle for less or to demand more of yourself, to remain stagnant or to evolve. Growth is never easy, but neither is regret. The question you must ask yourself is simple. Why not now? Why not step into the person you were meant to be? There is no perfect moment to begin, no ideal time when all conditions align. The only moment that truly matters is this one, right now. So take the first step. Make the commitment. Bet on yourself, because no one else can do it for you. Prove, once and for all, that you are capable of more than you ever imagined. This is your journey, your fight, your battle against self-doubt, against hesitation, against the limitations you once believed in. In the end, your legacy will not be built by mere words or fleeting moments, but by the unwavering persistence to become the best version of yourself. This is your story. This is your time. It's you versus you.